नमस्कार मेरे प्यारे भाइयों बहनों, कैसे हैं आप सब। आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं मैं लेट्स प्ले सीरीज ड्रैगन्स डॉगमा 2 पे। तो भाई अभी हम आ चुके हैं महल पे। ऐसे भटक रहा था, अब सीकर्स टोकन इकट्ठे कर रहा था। महल पे पहुंचा तो यहाँ पे पहले तो एंट्री लेने के लिए हमको 5,000 गोल्ड देना पड़ा। और यहाँ पे भाई आम लोगों की वाट लगा रखी है इन लोगों ने। तो हमको क्वेस्ट मिली है कि भाई जाओ और लेनर्ड से बात करो। तो लेनर्ड से बात करते हैं भाई।
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and we're being treated as slaves. I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us, but I fear the villagers have already reached their limit. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. We've a mind to leave this village for good. The dragon's flame has devastated the land here. Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to restore it. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons or find a means of procuring some anew, we could force our way out through strength of arms. Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught on our own. You are our only hope in this matter. Pray, lend us your aid.
Stop this! I beg of you!
Beg pardon, sir, but I can't just...
You there!
प्रोक्योर तो कहाँ से प्रोक्योर करो भाई, जब ये मेरे को वही दे रहा है। मेरे डिपॉजिट में है क्या?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
swords है मेरे पे, एक sword, चार sword।
But enough about me. Do come again.
Nowhere to go!
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with their weapons of choice.
जाओ भाई, आ जाओ तो तुम।
My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time has come to leave this village behind.
I've got you cornered, rat!
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
Retreat! We must withdraw and regroup.
Tis good to be reunited.
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika's staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforced. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But
तो भी हम भी चले यहाँ से। ऑक्सकार्ट का वेट करते हैं, ऑक्सकार्ट आती है, यहाँ से चलते हैं भाई हम।
If we've a destination in mind, an Oxcart would get us there with little effort.
Drive.
What do you want? This ox. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
One of these days I'll find.
What rank's that fellow? I've clean forgotten.
पहले याली
So,
करते हैं भाई।
there is to be an unveiling. I am curious to see how the sculpture turned out. Shall we attend, Master?
यप वहीं जा रहे हैं। तो पहले तो याली करते हैं क्वेस्ट, उसके बाद एक बार स्वैन ने भी हमको शायद बुला रखा है।
Quite the predicament.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Someone do what about this?
ओह फिर भी है।
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
पता नहीं कहाँ है यार, अभी मैं उसको नहीं ढूंढता, अभी क्वेस्ट वो करने जाता हूँ। उसको ढूंढने के लिए बैठूंगा तो बहुत टाइम लगेगा।
Quite the predicament. Got to focus. My head will roll if autos arrive.
Here at last.
Greetings.
ये
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. Why, what splendid work this is! Let us give a round of applause for young Fulvio, who breathed life into this block of stone, and for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble venture.
That sculpture was rather impressive, wasn't it? It was well worth rendering our aid, methinks.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction.
I've little enough gold to spend as tea.
We shall wait here till your business is done.
Now, where was I?
I'm just grateful
Can be
I
rather
get to leave.
demanding.
This quiet makes me come more anxious.
Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
What's to be done about this?
Always the same. Day after day.
Stop by again. I like it. Not much going on.
My whiskers are looking a tad crooked, I fear.
All I need. The sky always keeps me in a
What a delightful breeze.
Hope I didn't leave the pot on to boil.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
Hello there. You look like you've a lot to contend with, as per usual. I'll not keep you. Still, since you went to the trouble of visiting me here, perhaps you'd like to hear a rumor I heard recently? It came by way of a client, a merchant who owns and operates Oxcarts. As she would have it, there've been sightings of some sort of phantom Oxcart in the dead of night. Strange, isn't it? Phantom or not, I can't imagine what they must be carrying to brave monster-infested roads at night. Apparently, it makes its appearance just after sunset as the sky begins to darken and has a caged wagon in tow. As someone in the same line of business, my client said she's ashamed to know that one of her fellows is involving themselves in illegal dealings. That said, I've not set foot outside the capital in quite some time. 'Twas news to me that passenger ox carts don't travel at night. Well, that's it for the rumor. I suppose you'll be on your way now.
What is life without a little spice? Some patrons can be rather demanding.
Best head to market before it slips my mind. Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
What a delightful breeze.
पता नहीं कहाँ है यार, अंदाज ही नहीं आया।
What a delightful breeze.
अंदाज ही नहीं आ रहा है।
What a delightful breeze.
Could have sworn I'd ought to attend.
तो ऑक्सकार्ट वाली करे या टाइमिंग ठीक है वैसे, ठीक सनसेट हो ही रहा है ये।
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
बढ़िया टाइमिंग है अगर हम ये क्वेस्ट करें तो।
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
I wish I could go on an adventure.
This isn't much to go on. Consarn, it's this way. I'm nodding off where I stand. Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
मेरे से आगे चल लो तुम, फोकट में वो कर रहे हो। ये बंदे बड़े दिख रहे हैं मेरे को, ये इस टाइप के उसके साथ।
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses.
कहाँ है फिर ऑक्सकार्ट? वो री फैंटम ऑक्सकार्ट। ओ भाई।
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An oxcart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know. And I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you?
I shall lead us to our destination.
Could it be that pawns are being sold as chattel? Let us see what that soldier can tell us of this arrangement.
Tis as you say.
Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. Okay. You have my sincerest thanks. I see the true Arisen is merciful indeed. I'll be going then.
The contents of this document are beyond my ken. Methinks we ought to show it to someone better apprised of such things. Captain Brandt and Regent Kinsfen are likely to be of aid, but Minister Allard is best avoided.
That was certainly worthwhile.
ऑक्सकार्ट फैंटम उसके बारे में पता चल गया। स्वेन और उससे बात करें ब्रांड से। स्वेन के पास भी जाना ही था हमने।
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
It's this way.
Breaking my back for someone else.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty to find them. Sweeping me off my feet.
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Oxcart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the Oxcart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
What's this all about? This hustle and bustle has been
ready to give the signal.
बैठ जा भाई.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Ah, excellent find.
लेटर का तो पता नहीं, पर एक बार जाके स्वयं से भी बात करते हैं.
Will someone do aught about this? Will someone do aught about this?
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Quite the predicament.
छत पे जाना है, छत पे.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
Must finding these be so difficult?
Nary an engaging tale to be had.
Always a fresh breeze blowing down here.
टाइम तो कर रहा है, पर है कहाँ? I don't know. Forget about it. हम जाके स्वयं से मिलते हैं.
Quiet at last.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Such peace. Silence. It's just about anywhere. It's my relaxed acting up today. I always draw the short straw. And now, it's the same. They are today, just how I like it. Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place.
स्वैन का कमरा है। डीसा के पास नहीं आना यार, डीसा का कमरा ये है तो मजिस्ट्रेट ऑफिस।
Once the day's work is done, the night is mine.
कैसल गेस्ट चैम्बर्स। Swan's Gem.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not, and if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
Not good will come of this. Forget all my troubles here.
Happiness is a full circle.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword.
Would that all might. The days were so tranquil.
डीसा से बात करें।
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste the steam.
I do not understand why the people should fear the coming of the dragon.
डीसा से बात कर सकते हैं, बट कुछ बोलती नहीं है ये। Alright.
Money can come, sure, but not happiness.
I'd not mind lingering. Are brigands lurking about?
Never should have taken this shit.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि इसको इन्वेस्टिगेट करने के लिए पेजेस से बात करनी पड़ेगी।
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
It is as you say. You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later. The letter mentions the name Phaesus. I believe we've heard it uttered before, by Lady Elena, no less. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
ये
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
these writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
देख लिया यार.
Lonely place, but not without its charms.
You were as learned on the subject of the written word as Magistrate Wield. Shall we show him the letter? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me. The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
उसको तो मैं भी ढूंढ रहा हूँ वाला आर्ट को तो.
Talking with you always brings a smile to my face.
Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here?
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
I can't count the number of meats and fish that have gone to rot in my pack. You'd think the smell would remind me.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
यहाँ है वो.
Good. We're here.
Where is Master Lord? I'm not seeing him here. या दिन में आना हम. ये रहा.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? Oh, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well. I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort, one that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phaesus is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess.
The letter mentions the name.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his... 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by us in a bid to pass the throne. Alas, 'twould seem, yet 'tis clear it's... What can we learn from this? Though, fine timing, sir. Find my time in that tenebrous I stare at the page. Alas, as I recall, prison, though as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find... What say you? Would you consider... I am in your prey. Infiltrate the venue.
Follow me.
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to
अबे
follow.
चुन चुन कर रहा है तब देख रहा हूँ क्या है तुम लोग भी ना
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
इन्वेस्टिगेट तो कर दिया शायद मैंने अब सन के पास रिपोर्ट करें भाई लव लेटर लिखी तेरी मम्मी
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich?
Bit bland. I'll throw in.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच जा रहा हूँ मैं भाई यहाँ नहीं आना था
Not much going on.
There's no telling what methinks.
Somehow my feet always
Gotta
carry
crack a few skulls if you want to be soft.
Such quietude is a blessing. Would that all my
It's been a hard day.
Well met, sir.
Crowns and politics are no concern. Giving many lies with my parents.
To the day's
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
This place is very dreary.
I must needs focus. Minute now.
No sense straining myself. Just got to do what I can.
Good thing I was standing here, eh?
कोई और था एंडी की आवाज क्यों स्वेन से बात करते हैं उसको लेटर देते हैं लेटर के बारे में बताते हैं फिर वहीं पे खत्म करेंगे एपिसोड को
That such peace reigned eternal. Apologies, Master, but you will have to make do without us for the time being.
Don't look to me to solve this. I'm tired of breaking my back.
स्वेन को बताता है लेटर के बारे में अगर हमको ऑप्शन देता है वो तो फिर उसके बाद खत्म करेंगे एपिसोड को
Once the day's work is done, the night is my own. I can't stomach places like this.
Though I can, should you learn something, would you be so kind to... Truly? Then my mother and this man are... My thanks for looking. Alas, I had hoped 'twould be of greater use to our...
तो भाई एपिसोड यहीं पे ख़त्म करते हैं और आपसे मिलता हूँ फिर मैं भाई अगले एपिसोड में जब हम स्टोरी को आगे बढ़ाएंगे भाई तब तक के लिए टाटा गुड बाय मिलते हैं फिर भाई